Greetings from the video. I feel like I look like a little gnome and my cheek's really red. But today I'm visiting my good friend Phil. And is that him coming out now? Because I want to have a little check over, like a little body MOT, I guess, because, oh, he's here. Because I want to check, I've got like a little bit of a pain here. He's here, he's lurking. But I'm going to go and see him because I want to double check my Achilles. As you all know, if you've watched any of my videos from last year, I had a bit of a pain. And I just want to double check it's okay. And then also where I came off the bike, I've hurt like my rib a little bit. So I'm going to get like a full body MOT. It is, isn't it? I just think, well, if I'm back out riding again, let me just, it's the best time to check. Yep. So I'm not doing anything intense. Nope. You can check.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's a lovely sunny day in Manchester.
It's so nice. It's so hot. I'm sweating in all my layers.
Yeah, it feels a bit too warm, doesn't it?
Oh, never too warm. Right, let's go in.
Right.
Yeah, see you. Yeah. It's so nice to see you. Right, so now we're just going to have a quick look at my rib because it hurts. It's just when I'm like, more when I'm getting out of bed. It's just sore.
Okay, so we're just going to have a feel up. Now, some of you may know that you have two floating ribs. That means they don't connect to your sternum at the front or your breastplate. They just float down here, so they come off your back, and that's all there. I can see her wincing. Basically, this is where your problem is. So the two floating ribs here, and I think when I was palpating, it was between this one and this one here, there'll be a piece of cartilage, and I think, yeah, when you had your crash, you had some direct trauma there.
And it's nothing I could do. I could just rest and...
Really annoying that there's nothing. There's no physio. They can't massage it out. Yeah. That'll just make it worse. I mean, the only thing you would do physiotherapy-wise is if it's causing other joints to stiffen up, so around the back, and that's why I wanted to know whether it's your thoracic movement has been affected. I would get you to move your thoracic spine because that keeps that moving, but you've got full range of motion. Yours is much more anterior around the front of the thing, so it's really just leave alone. A
while back I did a ride, hurt my Achilles on it, and it meant that I couldn't do like a big event that I was wanting to do, and it was just really sore, it was inflamed, it was painful to ride, and yeah, so it's been a fair few months now, haven't it? So we'll just try just a little double check before I start doing anything, like, you know, building my cycling up more. Sorry, that doesn't make sense, does it? But like when I start, oh God, that doesn't make sense. Let me start again. So I'm going to start building up my cycling more. So I thought I would just double check that the Achilles is okay, and you've given me some exercises to do.
Yes.
And we're just going to show you how I'm doing them.
Yes.
Because I've not been doing them 100% right.
The examination last time, your Achilles was swollen here, okay, and quite painful to palpation, right? And there was a noticeable, palpable lump, okay, where you had the thing, and that, as we said the second time we followed up, there's nothing there. It's great, yeah. But can you feel that? Tiny bit? Not really.
Not really.
And then when I go through this one, does it feel the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing to know that you got full loading. I mean, we've already done that. I mean, when we get this right there, anything there, Katie? No. I mean,
more in my calf.
More in your calf. So you're feeling your calf more, yeah? Okay. That's a common sign after you've had an Achilles injury. What your body does is it almost tenses the calf to protect the Achilles. Yeah. So what we'll do today is we'll strip this out to enable you to get more range into the exercises. And I'm going to show you in a sec to do. All right. So it's always the eccentric loading with the Achilles, right? For the rehab. Remember when we talked about that at the beginning, it's about, you know, you've had an acute injury, but the rehab really is the same for subacute and chronic ones, is that you want to get more of the tenocytes, which are the cells that turn your tendon into healthy tendon, more of those happy ones rather than unhappy ones. Is a really unscientific way, but very easy way to explain it.
Doing exercises, what you're going to
So when you do those exercises, what you've got to think about, it's not stretching, it's not strengthening, it is both of those things. That stimulus tells it, look, you need to be able to handle this, which basically it reacts by then building strong, healthy tendon back in. And the reason why eccentric exercise, which is slow lowering, builds that in is it's far more tension into this than concentric or isometric. So we focus in sports medicine hugely on those, and they're really successful, right? I think, by the way, the reason why you felt this more is you've had a sudden stop in your exercise regime. Whilst everyone always thinks resting's really good for everything, because when you rest, all this stiffens up a little bit, and now you're getting going again. So it's a really good idea just to make sure am I doing enough of the right things to make sure this isn't a problem? Because if we ally your exercises, for your Achilles, with your gradual return to cycling because of your head injury, that's going to be a perfect match. And that's the weird thing is though, if you do them right, you'll never know that you might have had a problem. Okay, perfect. So it's quite hard though to know the value of it, but it's good for you to do it. So what we're going to do is just strip out your calf now, all right? And basically make this feel a hell of a lot better for you. But if you just crack on with those exercises again, now that you're feeling well enough, you should be fine.
This was my bad one.
Okay, so if you come up and stand on there, so
Yeah.
right, you just show me what you were doing, Katie, and be honest.
So
Right?
what I was doing.
Yeah, go on. You turn my
So I
support
was going.
up and then coming down. So this is the slow eccentric we wanted, and you're doing really well with that. But what we're going to do is move it on a little bit and improve it. Okay. So to get the full length through the Achilles, what we're going to need to do is drop your heel off further off the back of the platform. So if you shuffle back now, so that your foot's much further back, that's it, good. So 2 legs up to begin with, right? All right, and now take the other one off, and then as slow as you can down, but let that heel go beneath the edge of the platform and let the toes come up at the front if you want. That's it as far as you can, and hold at the bottom. Now come up with both legs. Perfect. So in summary, I think your Achilles is you're only feeling it because you've had an enforced layoff that has meant that it's in the healing process, and it's just gone not backwards, but it's just stiffened up a little bit. And as you get back into activity, it just lets you know it's there. Right? I can't see any restriction or anything like that. Right? So I think if we just get those exercises going a bit better in the loading fashion we said, by increasing the heel down, and you rejoin with those as you're building up the cycling, we shouldn't have any problem. In terms of your rib, that's direct trauma, and it will get better. Remember, you're how many weeks post injury now? 5. So golden things in sport medicine are 6 and 12 weeks, right? 6 weeks for initial healing generally, 12 weeks for the next stage. We need it all there, 6 to 12 months to remodel for bigger injuries.
So I'm going to head back now, and yeah, honestly, Phil, thank you so much.
No problem.
I'll leave all Phil's details below if you want to come and see him, because he's just honestly, your knowledge is just.
Well, yeah. Well,
and you're a really nice, funny guy. He's very funny. But anyway, I will see you all.
Happy Christmas.
Oh yeah, happy. Well, no, I'll see you before Christmas, but Phil won't. So yeah, I'll speak to you soon. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm sorry again, because that was just awful.
Just because you said you do oh, there goes the pelvis.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Percy pelvis. Let's get him back on here.
Can I do any running?
No.